Welcome to a brand new webisode. It's Wednesday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Working on tomorrow's show, listening back to last Tuesday's show. It's kind of what I do. And wondering the whole time where everything went wrong. There was a moment in time not too long ago where I had a lot of faith in what was going on in the community. I had a lot of faith in what the PIMA County GOP was doing. I was on board with Brian Miller becoming the PIMA County GOP chair. I thought it was a great move. Those who can't do teach, right? Apparently not. And I was confident in and I still am. I'm confident in those that are running for city council, Jennifer Rossum and Tyler Vogt. I was always a little bit trepidatious on Sean McCluskey running. I consider him a friend. I just didn't know, how receptive the public was going to be to having him become mayor. And part of that was due to the fact, and Sean will admit this, he changed his tune in regards to the issues. I mean, he was Mr. Cut in regards to Prop 400. Cut the budget. And then when he started to run for mayor, I don't know if somebody told him to say this, but then he became Mr. We need to grow the pies. And I understand why that happened. Okay, I'm not a dummy. But I took issue with that. We'll never be able to explore which one is right or what he really believed because he didn't get enough signatures. And I thought maybe he had a chance due to the fact that we had so many candidates running. But now we're down to Jonathan Rothschild, who, as I've said on the show, I can't pick out of a lineup. Green Party Dave and Green Party Mary, depending on who wins the nomination. So, for the Green Party, so essentially you're going to have Green Party Dave versus Jonathan Rothschild as mayor for Tucson. We kind of deserve that. I can't believe I'm actually wishing that Rodney Glassman were in the mix, for crying out loud. At least I know where he stands. I don't know where Rothschild stands. But the problem here is that what happened? Where did all this go wrong? Well, I hammered this on the air today, and from what I've heard, Sean McCluskey has taken responsibility for his not getting enough signatures. There's no excuse for that, though. That's all you have to do, and there's enough good people working in the GOP to make sure they can help out. And the GOP can't help in the primary, obviously, but enough people that work with the GOP that can help Sean. So, epic fail there. Why wasn't the party more prepared in making sure that he had enough signatures? There is a lack of leadership going on here. Why was there nobody else that could step up to run? That still has me scratching my head. Just Sean? Why couldn't we have a primary? Was there nobody else out there to run for mayor, for crying out loud? Walkup's not a conservative, but he still was a card-carrying member of the GOP. We couldn't put anybody up. Unfortunately, when you look at that situation, when you look at all the infighting that's taken place, completely and totally unnecessary, by the way, and Brian Miller digging in his heels over the whole we're all Jose Guarena thing just made matters worse. Personally, for me, if he was going to be a good leader, he would have seen what was going on and would have backed off of his whole issue instead of standing firm on something that is really a libertarian issue. Okay, I never bought into this gobbledygook that, it's a conservative. No, it's a libertarian issue. I'm not saying there aren't conservatives that care about it, but it's a libertarian Ron Paul issue. And the people that are leaving the Libertarian Party and joining the Republican Party are going to have to realize they're part of the Republican Party, not part of the Libertarian Party. Okay, they're being a little disingenuous on that front. All of this is to say it's a number of different events that are happening separately that happen to all happen at the same time that makes everything look much worse. It doesn't take away the fact that it's a total mess right now. I don't know where we're going to head, to be honest with you. I don't know what direction we're going. I don't know if we can turn things around. Unless we have a shakeup, unless people start growing up and realizing that this isn't a game anymore. That's what's so disappointing to me is that there really isn't any excuse apart from just sheer laziness, in my opinion, that Sean McCluskey didn't get in enough votes. Were there not enough people around him to realize that wasn't going to happen, or that he didn't get enough? Was there too much arrogance going on? And are people not taking this seriously? Now, it seems like Jennifer Rawson and Tyler Vogt are, and so I'm confident about that. But we've got to stop this whole, let's move on and be positive, it's growing pains. No, we need to call out the problems as we see them, or we're never going to fix them. It's like my 8-year-old and my 4-year-old. If my 4-year-old punches my 8-year-old, I don't just say, whatever, get on with it. No, you address the problem and focus on the positive. And too many people are trying to stick their head into the old Pueblo dirt and go, I don't think there's anything wrong. No, there's something really wrong. When PIMA County Democratic Shock Chairman actually has a good point and we make him look good, meaning the GOP, the guy's an idiot. There's a problem. And his story about all, Darcy, Asta, McCluskey, Home, all leaving this mayoral race was spot on. It's kind of like when the Arizona Daily Star ends up agreeing with me and my show. You reach a certain point where the lunacy and the buffoonery and the lack of priorities and leadership are too big to ignore anymore. And that's what happened. We've got to grow up and get our act together. I'm not holding my breath, but I'll continue to hold out some hope. People are home. Webisode's done. Thanks for watching. More importantly, thanks for listening. Bye.